well, you know us, and Bethany is so type A. We refer to her as the general. She actually makes us refer to her as the general while we're driving.
If she makes, like, you have to salute her and stuff, like when you ask your question.
Yeah, we have to salute her, and also if we misspeak, or if you speak chewing gum or something that's somewhat inappropriate for a parochial school, it's almost like a nun asylum in this car. I mean, she just brings out that ruler and she wrapped Polito so hard. She knocked that loose cannon Polito upside the head, and we had to make an emergency stop. But
good for you, Bethany.
Just trying to keep things moving, you know.
We needed adult supervision. This whole enterprise was about to go off the rails. Yeah. And then Bethany showed up.
Serious business.
Kind of rescue.
It really was. And she's got this little cooler. People think this cooler is aronia berries back here that we're taking to a dryer, but it's not true. Bethany says you're going in that cooler in little pieces if need be, and then we don't. That's when we know. That's when we know we've gone too far. Yeah. Okay, so let's. We're gonna get professional and ask about basically the same style questions that we did yesterday before we lost reception, and kind of go from there. Polito, do you want to lead us off?
Hey, we're on what are we? Highway 99, south of Sacramento, on our way to Modesto, and on the phone with Sara Newmark from New Chapter. And Andrew has some questions for you, Sara.
Yes, Sara, thank you for taking the time to talk with us. As an organic
always a pleasure.
Thank you. As an organic aronia berry farmer from Iowa, and someone committed to sustainability on my own farm, and also committed to providing ingredients to the natural product industry, how do you see farms, manufacturing companies, branded lines, how do you see sustainability looking throughout the supply chain? And is there room for all of us to work together to grow sustainability?
It's a great question, and the answer is yes, and because there has to be. I mean, even if we couldn't find a place to, want to make it happen, we need to make it happen, and so there's a definite, there's an opportunity, but there's also an imperative that we need to find a solution for how we do business, how we farm in more sustainable ways that take care of the planet and take care of people and take care of our businesses too, because that is at the end of the day what we're here to do, but we're trying to do business in a different way. And my whole career has been spent looking at supply chain from our farmers to how we do business in Vermont and in our extraction facilities and how we have relationships with our consumers and retailers around the country in more sustainable ways. And so I think we spoke about this yesterday a little bit before we got cut off, but I think all industries have a need and an imperative to think about sustainability and think about the health of our planet and people. But the supplement industry, I think, is unique in that we are delivering a health product, and all food is medicine, but for us specifically as a company, as New Chapter, delivering health in a supplement form in a bottle every day to our consumers, it is, we believe at New Chapter, that you can't have a healing turmeric capsule that doesn't take into account sustainability and the healing of planet and people throughout its supply chain. And so there is a lot more place for us to work together, and there are lots of ideas and ways that we can come together to be more sustainable in the work that we do. And I think many of us are doing good jobs already at trying to kind of peel back the onion and making our supply chains more sustainable overall.
That's fantastic. Sara, it kind of makes me think of, this is our orchard. This is our industry, and I appreciate the work that New Chapter is doing, especially. And it seems to me, like what you said, if we're producing healthy outcomes, if we're producing health and wellness outcomes through products, we really need to take into effect the entirety of what goes into that product and how it gets to the end consumer. And when we think about climate change in agriculture and the effects that has, we think about human rights and the effects that has. It seems, and this is how I feel, and maybe the natural product industry is the natural industry, literally, to lead sustainability for businesses and companies that want to be conscious capitalists across the spectrum. Do you think that that our industry might be in the driver's seat to kind of steer the ship of sustainability in a sense?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a might be that needs to qualify that. I think that we are. If you look at the businesses that have changed and moved the needle in sustainability and sourcing, they are, for the most part of the natural product industry. Many of them started in social justice. Many of them may have started in organic farming, but in some way, shape, or form, they likely have touched this industry. So yes, I think that we are doing our jobs already. If you look at the C Corp movement, if you look at businesses that have signed on to do a different, being a business for the force of good, business in a different way, they are far and away part of this industry. It's interesting. New Chapter is in Vermont, and we're really proud of our Vermont roots. And if you look at the companies that are also in Vermont, you have many of our friends in the natural products industry, seventh generation. You have ESOP co-ops like King Arthur Flour. You've Ben and Jerry's, which is the steward of not necessarily in the natural products industry, but steward of social justice. So you have communities of people where that is who New Chapter is. It's the community in which we grew up, but it's also the community in which the natural products industry grew up. I've been a part of this. My family's been a part of this industry for years and years and years, and we were the kind of hippie, granola type businesses in the beginning who have turned it into a powerful worldwide movement to create change. And so I agree that we have the ability to continue to drive this issue and continue to change consumers, behaviors and needs and desires towards more transparency, towards more sustainability, because this is what we do. I think the natural product industry uniquely knows. I talk about it all the time in terms of sustainability. I don't understand why any company that sources food or sources live agricultural products would not be, even from a pure business standpoint, interested in organic regenerative farming.
Right.
I travel to India. New Chapter sources materials where they're indigenously grown. And so we source our ginger and turmeric from India. We source our green tea from China. We really make an effort to see how these medicinal plant species were used and revered